How you doing today, YouTube? It's your boy Jeff
My name is
Cartier,
Jeff.
Cartier the Flair, and I'm back with another video, all right? It's a whole different topic. I told y'all I wanted to do more reviews um based on, the society and just the hot topic that's I think it's never gonna die, all right? So this male versus female relationship content that's been circling and everybody's benefited off of it, and I know that I could provide, my stance on those topics as well. So I'm definitely gonna, tap into that and see what y'all think about it, and let me know how y'all feel, and I guess give me your response on the way I think, not how I feel, how I think. I rather think more than I feel. Um, this topic is starting to be. It's been scary. I have problems with actual friends. Old girlfriends, and to the point where it's even family. And now when you realize that the family, even close, you know, relatives and stuff like that that's next to you, that's just still in that same delusion, in that like I call it psychotic, because I think it's just like beyond, like once you just skip logic and thinking, and you just go straight with how you feel, and you're just like, I've been affected with it, trying to be a protector and, give them the right information that they need to not make those same mistakes. And the backlash that I get, the kind of level of disrespect that I even get with family, I can't even be fully mad at the strangers and the random women that I meet, because they're not even my family. You know what I mean? So it's like when you can see that it's been beyond repetitive, and now I'm starting to get like I've been annoyed with it, but now it just has to stop. You know what I mean? And I realize the level of delusion. What's the word I want to know? The level of delusion has been contagious, and I think that women that like to speak to each other more than they like to listen to what men gotta think. It's like it's like a high level of trauma bonding that they do with each other. Like, yes, girl, I did the same thing. Yes, so you get it, you understand, because it's like something's happening with them in their mind to make them feel better or accept the things that they're doing that's makes completely no sense. And for me to know that the kind of backlash that I get with trying to just be a provider and a protector for my family and outsiders, the kind of the dangerous situations that I've put myself in, or not even put myself in, but I just been landed. I was just put in that kind of situation just to kind of, I've just been landed in those situations. I cannot say anything about it. I can't talk about the past. I can't talk about anything. So I'm starting to realize that, and it's a high level of delusion. So on YouTube lately, I've always been watching videos. Kevin Samuels started it. He started the whole. He made it trendy. He made it a thing, right? So I started with him. So it's a lot of different people. We got Kendra G been doing her thing now, but there's another person that makes content on it, and he doesn't only speak about relationships. He just talks about how we got to elevate and just in life, and just information that we need, and just to be watching how we could be making better choices to be in better positions, to be in better positions. And I think I've even watched him on his platform get backlash and all kind of shame, insult, guilt, like all kind of responses from women that they don't want to receive, like what he's saying, and they try to find ways to justify it. Even when he articulates it very well, he breaks it down, and sometimes they even admit, like, yeah, I mean, you make good points and everything, but then it automatically comes right back with the foolery. All right. So this person I'm talking about, his name is Anton Daniels. I appreciate you for everything that you're doing. You also encouraging me to make these content too as well. So shout out to you for that. I'm just gonna do a review on this topic that y'all had. It's like a group, streaming platform where they're like streaming. It's like a group of people having a conversation. So it's like a podcast. It's almost like it's like an internet podcast, which is, I like the concept, because everybody, you can get more information from multiple people in different areas, and everybody doesn't have to be in the same area. I mean, or in the same location. You know what I mean? So I do like that, and I know it's better too. It's just it's better for conflict too, because the way people talk more bravely on the internet, they're not going to do that in real life. You know what I mean? So I know that it's just better for people to really express themselves without having the thought that something bad could happen or could get aggressive or shit could start going crazy, right? So Anton Daniels, if y'all want, y'all can follow him and let me hop in there. Oh, real quick. So the topic was men don't want women with tons of experience and tons of experience, not just experience in like working experience. We're talking about sexual experience and more sexual partners in their life that they allowed into their what you would think in their temple. And I think that there's a lot of men that think like that, and there's a lot of men that don't. So I viewed it a little bit, but just to get it started, I just played it back so I can just tap right in there. All right?
Wait. So you saying you rather deal with a chick that is tired of putting like y'all? I don't deal with chicks that deal with the whole I need a virgin and pure and all. I don't need that. I don't, you know, men to get on here and talk about just one pure woman, a virgin that only had one person or nobody at all. She need to be able to throw it back. You know? Yeah, I want to understand what he's saying. So you're saying that you want a woman that's been out here in the street.
In the streets.
Why is that again?
Why? Why?
So it's just because that's what you like because you want in experience. She can't really she don't do it for me. She ain't got no experience. She want to teach her in that manner. So you want a chick that another nigga done taught her. Well, some men don't want me to teach her. I don't know. I just want to be clear. So you want a chick that another dude done taught her, right? Yeah, I can teach you some stuff too. I got you.
So, right, like I said, they got men that do believe in that, right? So what I'm thinking about in my mind, right, it's like, how do you know because how do you think, being that he's a single man right now, or whatever his situation, he don't got somebody that's really locked in with him, right? So how do you know that the all of the other men that she experienced sexual encounters with, they're not way above your skill set? What if they done did everything possible to do it? So how are you gonna teach her something if she done smashed everybody? So you think that you that confident? And I've heard him speak. He's not even confident, but it's crazy when they say stuff like that. Like, yeah, so I could teach her something too. Stop playing.
Look at that. We're gonna figure this out. This is gonna be a phenomenal show.
Phenomenal.
Ladies, y'all want to give y'all opinion before I go?
I mean, it's just interesting. A few different things was said, but I'm gonna just start from the end and go back. So, I think what he's saying is that I don't think he's saying that he wants like a hypersexual woman that's been in the streets with this guy and that guy, but I think he wants someone that is experienced in relationships and is also teachable. And usually,
That's impossible. That's delusion right there. Stop.
you're more if you have dealt with. He also made a good point in saying that if you haven't dealt with your traumas, if you haven't gone to therapy to unpack things that you've gone through, you can really carry those issues into your adult life. But I feel like to say, okay,
What is she talking about?
so younger woman is just the perfect option for an older guy because you can mold her into something. Something about that just doesn't sound healthy. Something about that sounds very manipulative. You know what I mean? Like I understand, like, okay, older guys usually desire younger women for.
All right. So now I understand vocabulary has been at a surge lately. Everybody has good vocabulary lately, but they don't know what these words mean at all. They don't know what the words mean. They just say it. They just say it because they feel like it just sounds good because they're used to, because that's what their friends are saying. They watch a lot of content that I watch. Everybody's watching the same thing. So the same terminology is going out. And they say it just because. So why would you think that's like, let's go.
You know, the inexperience, the the probability of giving birth, or whatever the case may be. But to say get a younger woman so you can teach her how to be what you want and not aligning with a woman who is already who she is and seeing if you
Yes, I want her to, if I want to be with her. So if I'm vetting this woman purposely to be my girlfriend, I would want to teach her, and for me to find out ways for her to like me personally, because I like you and I'm vetting you currently for us to be together. So why would I want all of the things that I wanted to teach you? I can't teach you because somebody else taught you that. Y'all not talking about experience on how to go to school on time, how to be on time, how to be responsible. You're not talking about nothing like that. They're only speaking on sexual stuff. And of course, I want to mold a woman that's just gonna know how to please me and not know how to please everybody else other than me. I think that's basic logic. Why is that an issue? I think it's because it's more of an issue for them because for them it's already too late. So it's harder for them to kind of like receive it and like, because they're like, because I swear to God, they say that yo, body counts don't matter, right? Yo, the body counts when we have these conversations, the numbers be like, boom, boom, like it be like going in their mind, like, oh my God. So now they start like try to battle it and try to argue about it because it's just like now their conscience is like telling them like, yo, you did a lot, you've done a lot. Let's keep going.
You know what I mean? Like it is about alignment, not just trying to find someone that you can, you know, build up brick by brick to make this like Stepford wife version of your fantasy. There's a lot of
Fantasy.
weirdness within that to me.
Why do
Fantasy.
we always assume that when anybody, not just women, they assume manipulation as being molded is a negative thing? Like he never
Why?
alluded to that.
Why?
They put
Nobody's trying to do that.
sauce onto the word manipulation. Manipulation is amoral. It's neither good or bad. So a lot of women put the negative connotation on those words, and I don't understand why. And just yeah, that's an amoral word. I mean, it's neither good or bad. You can use manipulation for
I mean, I don't think anything
for good or bad. So why do you think automatically it's for a bad thing? I'm trying to manipulate her. What?
mold someone. It sounds like I don't have anything to do with this evolving that you want me to experience by dating. You know what I
you
mean?
can mold somebody into a leader. You can mold somebody to be a jackass.
Clear as in day.
Way you want.
Thank God she has logic.
Good work, teachable.
Some kind of logic. I know she's not. She's probably not 100%.
To me, that's a bad word. You can mold.
I didn't like the word alignment. I didn't like the word alignment.
Alignment.
Me right away.
It's all they're all
Because I think
they're all synonyms.
I think it is.
They're all trying to say the same thing. So stop it.
They compromise out here. That's why they look foolish. You want to look at all the men they compromise. They're on display all the time. The Will Smiths, the Wayne Wade. You got a lot of men on display.
Wait, who's fucking? Oh,
that's my wife that I molded.
Why?
That's Anton, by the way. He's funny for that. But can you unmold? I'm sure he doesn't want to do that. Unmold her so she could stop cooking. Stop. Stop.
That Pharaoh said he not like me. He not like me. He not like us. So we gonna figure this out. I'm just listening.
Trying to figure out why.
I'm gonna mute myself so watch you get done whipping up over here. I can figure out what you're
Shit,
talking
weird.
about.
I don't think alignment means that you can't lead. I think you have to be in alignment with a woman so she can follow your leadership. If she's misaligned with you, how can you lead her? It doesn't take anything away from you to leave when you find someone that's equally yoked, that's able to get on your program sheet.
Oh, they're equally yoked. Oh my God.
The equally yoked stuff.
And
See all
thank
all
you.
of those words.
Cut
That's
it
the
out.
words for being the compromise.
Cut
What I'm
it
telling
out.
you is when a woman comes in your life,
Equally yoked.
you need to
Stupidness.
be in total control of that situation. You are the brand. She is representing you. When she walks in that house, she is representing you. And if your brand is on the line, she needs to fall in line. Like,
Who started
see,
that?
look,
But that would be alignment.
I'm just saying, I'm not with all the words. I'm just saying,
They're trying to find different words, but they all mean the same thing.
understanding.
So we can be on the same page.
Just call me
Whatever.
something. This is what we about to be doing.
Equally yoked. Like, come on.
See, that I mean, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna pass it.
Please. Please.
Coco, what do you? Did you already go,
Wait,
Coco?
no, don't ask me. Don't ask me yet. I'm sorry.
You probably don't got nothing to say. You know what we saying is facts. I could see that smile on your face.
Oh,
I don't think it's fair to be like young women, old women. Like we're all different, and I get we're having the conversation. So I get it, but I think sometimes we take. Can y'all hear me? I hear rappers. Is it me? Okay. I think sometimes we go a little bit too far with all young people are this way and all older people are that way. It's not like that.
Nobody said that. Nobody says that.
Young girls who, yeah, right. Good luck molding them for real.
Exactly.
I have
And maybe they're moldable.
I have a better chance molding a younger woman than an older woman. Real quick. Women love to be like, yo, I was young and dumb. That was my whole phase and everything. So why do you think it's logically better for me to find another older woman that probably purposely went through that same trauma that they say, oh, it's trauma. No, you was in the streets fucking. That's all you was doing. Let's start with this. Oh, it's trauma, trauma. Like, who was beating on you every day like that? Like, when? Like, y'all make up this crazy trauma. No, y'all was having sex with multiple guys that you thought you liked, that you thought they liked you. They exposed you. You was going through the troubles. I would rather have a chance with a younger woman that probably has less chances, just just in a timeline. Like, I think it's a person that's over here that's way not at the end of my elbow. Because you already get to the end, you're getting at the end of the best version of you ever. You're already past that, and now you want me to just understand that maybe I'm different. Maybe, how you don't know. And then when y'all make it worse, he's be like, oh, some of these younger girls, they be doing crazy stuff. Exactly. So imagine the younger girl's already doing crazy stuff, and I'm trying to stop it, and I'm trying to get her to rock with me as soon as possible, like before she keeps it going, before this train, it's like a bullet train, and I can't stop it. So I'd rather wait for that. I'd rather deal with that than an older chick that's gonna hide it and be like, so if I don't even ask women this, but if I say, yo, what's your body to count? Why? What does it matter? So you're already on the defensive. You're already being defensive. So that means already you're just telling me that it's already too late. You're warped and damaged. Let's get back in there.
They have absolutely no common sense. They have no good judgment. They're there. They're green. So yeah, you're molding them and you're leading them. But if you leave them without any of your guidance, watch them do something foolish. So I don't buy into
They're
the
gonna be
notion
more
that
likely to do more foolish things if I'm not guiding them at a.
can't be coachable. Older
It's gonna be more likely that I'm gonna have a chance to guide her at a younger age more than a longer time. It's like it's as clear as day. And just because y'all trying to find other men that's gonna be like and understand it and oh well yeah you're right. So y'all try to justify everything. No. What have you been doing all this time? What have you been doing? At least I could think you was in college or you was in high school. You 32. Some of y'all be 38. So what have you been doing all these years, man? Come on.
Women don't want to be taught. They don't want to be led. They don't want to evolve. They don't want to change. They don't want to get in alignment, meaning you can be in alignment. We're forming a line. I'll get right behind you. Like, there are a lot of women who, because of the stuff they've gone through, because of their past experiences, because of the knuckleheads, because of the poor choices, or just because of how life has happened, they actually now know, oh shoot, I want a man that's like this. I want a man who can lead me. I want a man who can shut me down when he needs to. I'm looking for that now. You don't have to convince me of it. So I think, to Pharaoh's point, yeah, maybe it's not, certain women who are chicks who are just off the hook and are not trying to be, led, but there are a lot of people who believe that. So you said you believe.
Yes. So when the women say, yo, I believe that women, yes. So you went through the knuckleheads, the Pookies, the Ray Rays, all of the gangsters, the scammers, everybody ran through you, and then now you can see that you want another kind of man. Trust me. I'm telling y'all right now. I get more women when I'm disrespectful and I'm just mad, rugged. Like when I'm not a nice guy, I get more attention from women. When you're a nice guy, they see it. It's like it's either you're a clown or if you're handsome enough, they like, you know what, I'm gonna give you a chance because you still because of the things that makes them feel good. So if they make them feel good and they're like, yo, he's still handsome, but he's a nice guy. It's the saying is like, yo, nice guys finish last. Is so clear as day. I started drinking heavy alcohol because of that. Cause when I'm sober, I'm more reserved. I'll be chilling. I don't really care about none of that shit. I'll see a girl walk right past me. Ooh, I don't care. I'm saucy now. I'm inebriated. So now I'm looking at other things that's possibly. And now I have more liquid courage. And now I'm more rough and tough. And they like that more than anything. So when they make it seem like now, because you went through all the Pookie Ray Rays and all of the knuckleheads, like she said, and then now you had to find out. How about this? Why is there young women that gets married after high school or college and they've been married for a long time and they live a decent or a great life? Why did they not have to go through that? Why do y'all just try to justify why I had to go through that before I could know that I wanted the good guy the whole time? Like there's nothing in the brain that's gonna ever make me like be sit with that in my mind. Like, yeah, so now I know why you like the nice guy. Well, how about all the Pookie Ray Rays and the knuckleheads done used you up and they still don't show you respect and they're still not in your life? How about this? They got kids with those guys. And now you're looking for a stepdaddy, and then now in your life you're like, oh, come on, come on. I like you, and now I know what I want. Why don't you accept it? Yo, that's how they be acting. Yo, let me keep it going real quick, man.
Wait, but what do you see? Because you say you believe. After the point, these older women, how many men they gotta go through to figure that shit out? I don't think that it's.
That was my key question.
I think
That was me. That was my key question.
the assumption is like, if you're older and experienced, that you were.
But that's logic. That's logic.
50,000 men, or you were just making horrible decisions. Like, none of y'all are perfect. None of us are perfect. Even a great man.
I'm pretty damn close.
Because you made so bad choices now. All of a sudden now, why is nobody's perfect? Everybody don't gotta have to be terrible to not be perfect. You made terrible choices, so that's what you have to deal with. Crazy.
They think that the good people are supposed to be quiet and the bad people are supposed to be loud. And that's reverse. The good people are supposed to be
This
loud.
Anton talking right here.
Supposed to be quiet. That's why I got 2 ears.
Everybody else, I don't really care about them. I don't know them really personally. I don't watch their content, so let him cook, man.
I think that's what's wrong with most Christians. That's what's wrong with most good guys. And what you see happening today, and it's the same thing that you see happening with rappers and people that we follow and people admire, and we mold our life behind why every young person want to be a rapper or entertainer or ball player is because the things that's celebrated is highlighted by the ones that's the worst for us. The ones that's had the biggest voice when it comes to these conversations that's being had online are the ones that can't give you any kind of insight as to how it is that you can be successfully married or in a relationship. And so what you've been looking at, what you've been hearing, our cultural norms are wrong. And when you finally hear somebody that knows what they're talking about, whose life is an example of how it is that you should live yours, you reject it and you say, well, wealth is silent.
Exactly.
People wouldn't have to say it. You're wrong.
Why not?
My life is loud.
Who else would you want to hear from?
Too long, people that shouldn't be speaking inside the microphone. So now we're going to have a reversal. I'm going to be very, very loud, the same way that Jesus was loud when he decided that he wanted to talk and turn the tables over in the tabernacle. And we're not going to wait for anybody to validate us before we actually give you the game on how it is that you need to be moving. So those days are over. I'm very, very transparent. I'm gonna show my bank accounts. I'm gonna showcase my marriage. I'm gonna show how great I am and how much better I am than any guy that you've ever met in your life. And I'm gonna very much be in your face as far as how I communicate with
I
my
woke up to the
folks,
table, right?
because everything that y'all been
Pick up the
communicating
cake,
up to this point is wrong.
mush it in his face, something
And
happy
show
birthday.
mad love, like freaking paid in full. Take
Niggas in the party
all in the
looking at me like
face,
I'm
nigga. I'm gonna
bugging.
put it in your
I
face
saw that
and
nigga
show you
mad
mad
love,
love.
B.
I'm gonna show you mad love. What you want me to just hide the cake? Do you not like cake now? You want it? Cause y'all claim that y'all want to know what good men and what do men think, but when we say it, y'all rebel on it so bad. It's like I said, it's psychotic. It's the next level of psychoticness. I don't even know if that's a word, but I be wanting to make up my own words now because y'all gonna use them anyway.
And most of the time you can see it because most people's lives is a reflection of it. If they had it, if all of the people that was talking knew what they was talking about, then they would actually have the results to go along with it. So everybody's.
I think that was clear. That was clear.
You absolutely got it right. I mean, question. No, I'm with it. So everybody wrong because you got it right. Absolutely. So
A lot of them, yes.
Let me ask you a reasoning. You asked me a question, so now I want to ask him a question. And I'm just curious because I don't think I've ever kicked it with you before. So I'm guessing that you are married in a successful relationship, right? No, so I don't believe in marriage.
No, I'm not. Exactly.
So when he was communicating about what it is that he could do, that's based off of the fact that he's not in a relationship to where he's successful. Listen, you gotta listen. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. I was listening to you. He's not in a relationship to where he's
crazy here, Brian.
because
He look kind of shocked. I wouldn't even talk to him like that though, but not in person especially. So I don't know. Or he probably know how to fight. I done beat up niggas like that.
Shouldn't be equally yoked, and that's not really a thing. That's the word of God. That's the word of God. And see, I look at it differently. I understand it differently. I study it differently. I implement it differently. And so this is going to be a phenomenal show, I think. It's not necessarily that I'm right or wrong. I believe that I'm right. I'm sure y'all believe that y'all right. But it's going to be a very good display of differences of opinions and lifestyles that's reflecting how it is that we see things. I'm going to just leave it there.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's your life, that's your system. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're trying to go out to people in the world, it's gonna work for them. It does mean it because I've implemented it with different people, and more importantly, my entire family's life is.
All right, and I'm gonna end it real quick too soon because I don't want this. This is gonna be a long video. But this Pharaoh Bam guy, I could tell already. It's almost like he got the aesthetic. He looked muscular. He got the beard. He got the good glasses on. So I think the women that's in the panel is actually attracted to him. but they would wish that he's talking like Anton more than anything, but he doesn't. Because I think he's just saying, let me give you an example, right? If I would work out every day and I make sure I'm punctual and I go to work on time and I take care of the things that I need to take care of, do you think that that only works for me? If I'm eating healthy and I'm taking care of myself, you think that only works for me? Or do you not think that that works for anybody that's actually taking care of themselves and doing the right things? Because when he says so when he says stuff like that, like, oh, it's not gonna that doesn't mean it's gonna work for everybody. It's like the craziest thing in my mind. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You don't think that if everybody moves like that, they will all benefit? You think if everybody's early on time, some people's gonna go get fired still? Maybe, but come on, we only talking about when you talk about things like that, you're only talking about people that's in talking about sports, maybe like being a singer, actress, or something like that. It has to be more in an entertainment field or something like that. But I think that if everybody works out regularly, I think people will be in shape more regularly, and I think it would work for everybody. I don't think it's something that's if just what I do might not work for you. I think if every man does 200 push-ups a day, you're gonna see the results, and it's gonna benefit you. So what are you talking about, bro?
Reflection of it. I don't know what divorce is. All three of my brothers ain't never been divorced. All nine of my uncles ain't never been divorced. My father.
Let me try to speed it up real quick.
It's record. 20 years ago. 20 years ago was not the same as what's going on. Really? Well, my nephew just got married 4 years ago, and he's successfully married. He got the same thing that I got. See, my lineage. My lineage.
Can I just say something real quick? I'm sorry, I just have to just real quick.
No, let him finish first.
I know, but you initially responded
I'm gonna just jump it because she's gonna be chatting.
going. She said no one is perfect, and you made it a point to come off the mic and say, I'm damn near close. And then
God, Jesus, and then
okay. Ooh, that's a lot.
it's a lot.
Lies that a lot.
That's how it goes, though.
Listen, hey,
You can't speak as a
Let him talk. Let him talk.
thinking if this level of thinking works for him, go for it.
That worked for you too if you got mine.
But here,
Just get in line of how it's supposed to do. It would work for you. It works for anybody.
actually, y'all may not be perfect, but I am very, very close. And I just said, well, if you were perfect, you wouldn't have to announce it.
Just you know what the funny thing about that is?
But wait, can I finish? Because this is when they say real G's move in silence. You know how they say
he's not trying to be a real G. Exactly, he's not trying to be a real G because G's, they got that bravado.
Okay, sure. That may not be real for you, but I know that there's a senses when it comes to how people move in certain arenas and what they display themselves as. So that's me.
It's all choices. You made different choices. And that's why you have that. I made better choices. That's why I'm closer to perfect.
You can talk your big shit.
I made perfect decisions and not foolish decisions and think that it's because I'm different and it wasn't supposed to be my life.
Just because you have it together a little bit in your life,
He said a little bit.
So, well, I know this is working and it works for me, or what I think goes, and I'm close, I'm up there with Jesus and God now. Good for you.
He never said that. He said the lineage of how it goes. You see what they say? They say nothing. They say nothing.
And I think
it sounds arrogant.
I've heard you speak before, and you say a lot of solid things.
Now, like I said, based on the Pharaoh Bam guy, and shout out to Anton and everything, but I think the way women look like certain guys, I think right now, how I see how the kind of guys that women are attracted to, I think they would be more aesthetically attracted to Pharaoh if he was sounding confident the same way Anton is doing. But I think they, they respect him because they know. But I'm pretty sure if they're physically attracted to him, they're not gonna. She wouldn't say nothing like that. Like, oh, like you sound arrogant. When they say you sound arrogant and stuff like that, it's like. But then they say that they like confident men. So I think he was confident in himself and he was acknowledging the choices that he made to have a better life. But instead, he's arrogant. And the man that's not arrogant in here is sitting in the pen, just chilling. Oh, everything is okay. You see the kind of stuff that they do, the things that they say in their mind is just like crazy.
But in these moments when we're having these conversations and you have to come out and say, look at me, is
Why
that really
not?
is that really giving like leadership
It's
or is it
giving, yes.
grandiosity? Is it giving you're saying you're not doing anything to be validated, but yet everything you say is for validation.
You know what's so interesting?
She's trying to
She
try
never
those shade.
push back for Carrie saying that nobody is perfect. You know why? It's because y'all look for people and you look for the wrong in people, and that's the thing that you're quiet about. But when I'm not talking about you, Carrie, I'm talking about her response to it. But when you actually find somebody that you can't really find flaw with, you feel offended. And you bothered that I stand in that truth and I stand for what it is that I believe in, and I'm uncompromising when it comes to what it is that I live my life like.
Why would he compromise that? Why would he do that?
Life like it's because I'm a reflection of it. But here's the beautiful part about it. It ain't even about me. It's about the fact that your attitude right now is a reflection of the thing that we was talking about when this conversation first kicked off in the first place. When we talked about what? Wait, no, you told me to be quiet. No,
I'm not mad at you.
go ahead. No.
I'm not.
You too mad shade. You too mad shade. Clearly, you too mad shade. Like, stop.
You don't want to hear the response. You know why?
Let me respond.
You know, because I hit a nerve in there.
No, you get you screwed it. How you said it. What you said.
You got it.
I'm not. I just want to say I don't have any animosity towards you at the time. I was
I
speaking.
don't care what you I don't care what you communicating. I'm telling
I
you
was
what
just speaking as personally as
I don't need you to be. I don't need you to stop me. I'm telling you what it is that I see. And the reality is this: when we asked the question in the very beginning as to why men don't deal with a certain group of women, this is a reflection of it.
100. Like you. So real quick, man, you're gonna throw mad shade. You're gonna throw a whole bunch of shade and be like, "Oh, you sound like you're whatever the word she was saying, arrogance." That's the word. That's what she said, arrogance. You seem he's coming off arrogant, and it's giving Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving. Like this giving these terminologies is so corny. Like, no, yes, I think I'm fucking perfect. I think I'm damn near perfect. Me personally, I think it's just finances. That's why I want to use this YouTube platform to my benefit and work on other things and other incomes and streams of income, so I don't have to only worry about YouTube. But if YouTube catapults me to a next level where I can make more relationships and do more things, I will gladly do it. And I will feel like I'm more perfect because I know how to carry myself most of the time. Usually not when I'm drinking, right? But still, other than that, I know how to love people. I know how to care about people. I know how to understand. I know how to listen. And I realize that people don't have that skill and they don't want to do it. And they're mad that you're knowing how to do it. They're mad that you know how to do it. And it's like, oh my God. It's like, and instead of them finding that as a great feature or like a good trait about you, they find a way to shame it and say, like, oh my God, especially when it's coming from the man that they're not physically attracted to. 'Cause I've seen women right now, the way I talk confident like this, they love it. Well, some of them do and some of them don't. They usually do, but only when I'm not saying some logical stuff to make them think about it. But other than that, when I'm speaking with confidence, women like that because they're attracted to me. So if you're attracted to me, you're gonna like it. If you're not attracted to me, you're gonna automatically find a way for you not to receive it because it's gonna be like, who you think you are? Who you think you are? You think you think you the shit? How you think you the shit? That's why you talking like that? Yes. I think Anton thinks he the shit. I think he knows he the shit. And I'm not even on his jock like it's not even like that. But I know how to respect men that kind of I've been watching his content and seeing the stuff. You know, he's leading by example, and he's showing me and kind of reminding me. He's even making me kind of feel better about making my content and doing things. Which if I do it as consistent as he does, I think it's going to work for me. Not like what that Pharaoh dude said, maybe it's not going to work for me. It's not working because you're not putting the effort to do it, to make the change, to get the results that you want, for you to not worry about this. Yo, when those kind of guys, I don't respect them. I don't care. I'll talk to you. I'll vibe with you because you know how men is. Like I don't gotta like really rock with you to kind of respect you and just be like, all right, bet. But you not about to be in the loop. I'm not gonna talk to you because you just clearly think real foolish. And he has other videos that they made on that same stream that hopefully I get enough time to do that too, because he been just saying simp shit. And it just sucks when you see guys like that seem like they cool, that they got they got the aesthetic that girls just like because women like guys, buff guys, and all of that shit. So they love beards for no reason. Beard. But guess what? The way he moving is not beardy. It's not. It's not strong. You just sound like he sound like the women. He's like a male version of the women. Like he's just like he's ready to combat because it's just like. And I don't understand why his logic is not clicking with that. So I have more problem with him in there because we need more men that speak like Anton, that's confident, that works on their time and works on their craft and the things that they can provide for themselves and also for their family and for the people around them, and not just try to find reasons to just be like, oh, well, it don't work for everybody. Because I'm pretty sure, right? When if he dates a girl, she not feeling him no more. What the excuse to her is gonna be like, yeah, well, I've been trying, but not everything. Just because it worked for him, it ain't work for me. I think she gonna look at you like you a sucker, cause she gonna be like, yo, bro, cause she's gonna watch your actions and what you've been doing. She's gonna think to herself like, yo, but I didn't see you doing nothing working, so that's why it's not working. Cause it's really rare that you're really working hard. Like if you go to school, right, and you study more than likely you might pass the test and you might have a higher grade to probably be on the freaking on the honor roll. That's how you get on the honor roll. You go home. You don't watch cartoons. You don't watch games. You play video games. You don't watch movies. You don't binge watch on Netflix all day, and then be wondering why didn't school work out for me? Because everything doesn't work out for everybody. Because you are lazy and you have a lack of a reason to want to build yourself to that level, so it did work for you. So if you put in less time and less effort, that's why it doesn't work for you, bro. Understand that, bro. Anyway, I'm making a lot more of these videos, and just tap in with me, man. Shout out to Anton Daniels. I mean, for everything that he does on here. Shout out to all the creators that has kind of encouraged me to just do the same thing, because I do want to make my benefits with it as well. I see that this is still a growing platform, and I definitely want to do more videos like this. And I just think that the way I speak is just a little different, and I'm a little funny when I got to, but I like to be serious. I want to be more funny, but sometimes when they just rub me the wrong way, I just don't like it. So it just bothers me a little bit, just making me feel like, yo, what are you talking about? But other than that, shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, and just come back for more content, man. I'm out.